Yo, what's going on? It's the Unforgiven podcast.
It's That Bul Trey.
You already know, episode 6. We got special guests.
What's going on? How you guys feeling?
Hanging in there.
Tell
them your name. Tell them your name.
I'm the Empress, Shari Dubois. I'm a hip-hop artist and songwriter from Norristown, Pennsylvania. Norristown is a small town about 20 minutes right outside of Philly. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, feeling good. So, tell them about, how you grew up, what was your influences and stuff like that.
I actually fell in love with hip-hop in about 1997, 1998. So at the time, Bad Boy was running the radio, Puff had it. Everything that was coming out of that Bad Boy camp was fire. Biggie, Mace, 112, Total, Lil' Kim. So I was influenced in hip-hop from music from the 90s. So a lot of the music that I create now is reminiscent of the music that I fell in love with when I was that age.
That's what's up. How you come up with your name?
My real name is Shamira, but you can only imagine how it's spelled and what the first day of school would have been like for me when I show up and the teachers try to butcher it, you know? So my friends call me Shar for short.
Okay.
So my rap name is actually Shari Dubois. When I first started getting into music, my homegirl and I were going to be in a group. And her name is Darcy Devereaux. So my name was going to be Dubois to kind of play off of the French sounding of the last name. So I just kind of came up with Shari Dubois.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Alright, well, if you would collab with somebody dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I would definitely want to work with Aaliyah if I had the opportunity to do that. I was actually thinking about One in a Million and how classic of a record that was earlier today. I would like to collaborate with Lauryn Hill. Drake is actually one of my favorite artists right now. I think you know that.
That's my favorite artist.
So if I had the opportunity to, get in the studio with him and work on some things, that would definitely be like a dream come true. I've been able to watch his career over the last decade, and I'm just so incredibly impressed with his trajectory and everything that he was able to accomplish. So if I had the opportunity to work with Drake, that would be amazing.
That's what's up, man. So, what are your goals in the business, and where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oh my gosh. My overall arching goal is to make music and to create art that uplifts, inspires, and empowers women. So I actually dropped an EP that came out yesterday.
Okay, what's it called?
It's called Love Overdose.
Okay.
And it's been getting a lot of really good feedback, and I'm just super excited. There's so many things that I want to accomplish. In the next 5 years, my main goal is to put myself in a position where I can make music full time and make a living off of my music. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm splitting my time between working a full-time job, a part-time job, and balancing the music. But I definitely want to be in a position where, I can definitely create my own art and make a living off of my music.
That's what's up, man.
Alright, well, what's your current view on the game, and what could you add to it? What you think you could add to it?
The game is most definitely interesting. We were just talking about some of the antics that people kind of use to garner attention and to stay relevant, and that's not really my get down, I think hip hop's in an interesting place right now. I do like that the playing field is a little bit more level, and the world is flat now. So social media and the internet gives everybody the opportunity to disseminate information and music all over the world in a snap of a finger. So it's really nobody holding you back from anything. It's all up to you to go out there, promote your music, promote yourself, and make it happen. I think it's hard. It can be challenging if you're not willing to troll or do some of these antics and some of these things just to garner that attention.
That's real shit, though.
So
definitely.
Yeah.
What's the next question? Well, you already told us you just dropped the project yesterday.
Well, do you have any shows, upcoming shows like that?
Yeah. So actually, I have my own EP release show. It's called the Love Overdose EP release show. It's going to be next Saturday, November 10th. It's going to be at a venue called Sarah Phi, which is in West Philly, 715 South 50th Street. So if you guys got an opportunity, y'all free, come through, rock out. Anybody come through, have a good time. We got some really good opening acts. Bethany Ann's going to be performing, Tuck's going to be performing, CJ, and I'll be doing tracks from the EP.
That's what's up.
Was it part of your group or something, or people you just fuck with, people you just...
So actually, Bethany Ann is a singer, and she was a featured artist on one of my tracks, and CJ, he's an R&B singer. He's also featured on one of my tracks. So they're going to have their own set, and then we're going to perform our own track side by side. So I'm really looking forward to that.
All right, that's what's up.
All right, so what tracks can we look for though? What's the concept?
Love Overdose is really about finding yourself and falling in love with who you are. So I wrote it in like the midst of a breakup, you know what I'm saying? So I was really getting with the music, I was writing, I was creating and performing, and then I went through a devastating breakup. I don't know if either one of you guys ever had your heart broken. You know, being ripped out of your chest and you can't
5
breathe.
years.
Oh my gosh. You didn't feel like yourself after 5 years, right? You didn't know what it was like to be single or to be by yourself. I didn't have my eating buddy. It was, I couldn't.
Should be getting real.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I didn't feel like myself. When I looked in the mirror, I didn't even recognize me, and I hated how I felt. And when I got back to the music, it's like, all right, I'm not the only person in the world that's going through this. I'm not the only woman who's going through this. So I need to like champion that same energy. I need to put, you know, these feelings and these stories into song form and just get with it. So, you know, as I'm going through it and I can't breathe and I can't eat and I can't sleep, my mom like, yo, you gonna
that's where a lot of good music comes from. Pain, and you know what I'm saying? So like that. But tell them where they can contact you, like via social media and stuff like that.
Definitely. People can email me at Shari Dubois Music, or excuse me, Shari Dubois Music at gmail.com, SHARIDUBOIS. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at Shari Dubois, SHARIDUBOIS. I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what's up. So I mean,
you ready to get into the topic? Anything else you want to say before we get into the topics or whatever like that?
Come out to the show next Saturday, November 10th. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everybody in the building. Even if you physically can't make it, you know, hit me up on social media. Stream that project, listen to it, tell me what you think. Let me know what your favorite song is. So far in the last 24 hours, most people's favorite song tends to be Burn the World. Everybody's just like really gravitating to that song. So
I might check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Definitely. It's on Apple Music.
It's available everywhere. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, Google Play, Tidal, however you consume music. It's definitely available.
Definitely, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, definitely.
Alright, but
We'll hop into the topic.
Alright, yeah, did you hear about the black girl on Dr. Phil? Like how she was claiming she wasn't black? Like, no, I want to know your thoughts. Since you being black, we going to hear her thoughts first.
That's self-hate, man.
In the worst form, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how old she is, but I kind of want to hold her mother accountable for taking her to Dr. Phil so that this could be recorded for the world to see, and people can like make a mockery of it. I don't know if she's just trolling or if she like genuinely like feels this way, and if she does feel this way and she does have a mental health issue, it's not something that we should be able to see on TV or on the internet and laugh and, you know, make fun of. So I'm wondering about the people around her and like, what did you guys like really have to gain from that? But yeah, that's self-hate in like the worst form. It's crazy. As far as like looking at it as entertainment, it was funny, and I've seen a couple of people on Instagram like do their own versions of it, and I cracked up laughing. But
cause I was telling him earlier, I seen an old Jerry Springer episode where it was just some black lady was on there talking about she's racist to black people, like she don't like black people. I'm like, you black yourself. That shit don't make no sense. Like, what are you talking about? Like, people don't make no sense, man. That self-hate is crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. My thing, I feel as though, like, I don't even look at it as entertainment. I feel like they promoting that. Like, I feel like, because it's TV at the end of the day. The TV is programming. So it's like, you putting it out there. It's like, I don't like, it kind of encourages, you know what I mean? I feel like it would encourage other black girls. Like,
that's just, they basically making it seem like, you know how they say they hold light-skinned girls to a standard, higher standard than dark-skinned and shit like that. Like, and all that shit goes back to the Willie Lynch theory. You know what I'm saying? And it's still continuing to this day.
Like, that's what years later.
I feel like they promote, because let's be real, this girl obviously getting checked. There's no way this girl, like, it's TV, or she has to be trolling. There's no, it's like when they catch me outside, girl, stuff like that. It's like they doing this for clout. Like there's no. That's how I was like, should we really get stuff like this attention? Like we already know, like it's for reaction at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? So it was like, I don't know. That's the only reason why I covered it, because like I said, like I just feel like it's like they promoting self-hate. See what I'm saying? I don't feel like necessarily like something just to laugh at, like it's funny, like this is serious, like black girls or just black people in general still dealing with this. So,
even like you ever saw them videos where they'll take a little kid and they'll have a white baby doll and a black baby doll in front of them, and then they ask them which one is the ugly baby doll. And then every time they chose the black dog.
Right,
like, you know what I'm saying? That's some nut shit, dog. Like to have them do that shit. Like that's brainwashing people.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
it's
I'm saying?
definitely about the time. That's how I feel.
And it's coming about in like a horrible time in our country. You know what I'm saying? Like where black men, black women were being murdered in the streets without impunity. You know what I'm saying? We are constantly being judged about the color of our skin. And when you're black, you're always mindful of the fact that you're black. So for this woman or this little girl or whoever to be on Dr. Phil spewing all of these negative stereotypes for the Trump supporters, for the Make America Great Again clan, like you're really, just putting a little check mark, for them.
That's why I was saying, because Kanye was for that shit.
Nah, we gonna get to that. We gonna get to later. We gonna get into my man later. That's what we gonna get to later. Bro.
That nigga.
I want to talk about, but this is hilarious. No, this is hilarious though. Did you hear about the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B? Like,
I've been following Nicki Minaj and Cardi B for a little while now. Like I'm an MC, I'm a female rapper. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely pay attention to their back and forth.
Yeah. So what you think about it? Like, I'm gonna let you talk about it for real. I'm gonna give you my assessment.
From what I saw last, it appeared as though they might be trying to move on from it. Nicki put out there, I'm done, I'm kind of off it. And then Cardi, screenshotted and posted and it's like, cool, you moving on from it, I'm gonna move on from it too. Yeah. It's really sad to see that two of the biggest female rappers in the game gotta be at each other's throats right now. Nicki has helped to pave the way for a lot of female artists. Cardi's definitely doing her thing right now, and I wish that that the two of them will be able to get to a place where they could be amicable. I hate to see it, but I guess it makes for good entertainment or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But my thing is, fuck all that, y'all rappers. What the track said? Like I'm not doing all this talking. I'm not doing this. I'm putting to a track. Like I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all got
saying. Because Cardi B made how many videos you saw that on the grid?
You doing too much talking.